What's not good enough for me is that Kraven trailer that popped out. I know Ron's pissed about it. I'm pissed about it. I don't know. I just think that this movie's gonna fail. But let's talk about the Kraven trailer in Comic Corner. You can definitely hire a good lawyer. So, Kraven the Hunter is coming in. Aaron Taylor Johnson, nepotism at its finest, has been cast, booked, and now he's coming in there to kick some ass because he married a manager. I hate to say that shit, but that's true. He married his agent or his manager or whatever, and he got a job. But you know what? He's grown. He's grown as an actor. I will say this right now. People are hating him right now. I said I fucking called him out. He's grown a lot. When he first started, I thought, whatever. I could tell that it was a situation where he got an opportunity based off of interaction with somebody else that he loved. That's great. But this came forward. I guarantee he's going to be great in this movie because what he's done, if you watch Bullet Train, he did great in Bullet Train. Everything he's been putting out, I mean, when you watch original second Avengers movie, wasn't my favorite, but he's grown. He's grown as an actor. He's found his path. He's found his passion, and he's become somewhat of an actor that stands out for James Bond. We've talked about multiple times, but Kraven is a character that's supposed to be brutal in the Marvel universe. He fights Spider-Man all the time. This movie was pushed multiple times to December 13th because the rumor on the street is that it's going to be amazing. It's going to be their new Venom, which has made a lot of money for Sony. I'm not sure. You got Russell Crowe playing his father. They changed the template of his backstory. Now he's been bit by a lion. Oh, it's killed by a radioactive lion or some shit, and he's got radioactive powers now because of it. Whatever. I guess he's not a spider, it's a lion, I guess, this time. But debuted in 1964 as a villain, and now he's coming off there. They want to actually spiral him forward into a lot of stuff. Apparently, Kevin Feige's high on this character, too. And on top of that, they did a bunch of reshoots for this movie in order to match their end credit scene and set other stuff up, too, which is kind of fucked up. But you know what? Let's let it leave here. Let's put it on the table. Let's let it lie. Let's watch the trailer, and let's talk about the trailer. So here is the trailer for Kraven the Hunter. Let's talk about it. My son,
we are hunters, the greatest the world has ever known.
Охотник до сказки.
Каждый сказки.
Get it! Oh, God! That's brutal. That's a very brutal movie.
Who's next?
I'm a queen. I'm just saying that radioactive line.
Are you like your father? A gangster? A killer?
And I heard a voice. And behold, hell followed with him. There's a man going round taking names.
My son.
Fucking cash.
He decides who to free and who to blame.
Yes.
This video is definitely not monetized tonight.
You can imagine.
On your arm will stand up.
Tell me about this hunter.
Some are born and some are dying.
Once you're on his list, there's only one way off.
Yeah.
When the man comes around. When the man comes around. Is unjust.
You think you're some kind of honor? Some kind of code?
Here, what's this right now?
Unjust.
You're just another man
Whoever is righteous,
hunting for a trophy.
let him be righteous still.
Just like our father.
When the man comes around. When the man comes around.
Embrace who you
How many
really
sit-ups,
are,
Carter?
son.
How many sit-ups?
And you will become a legend.
When the man comes around. When the man comes around.
When the man comes around. When the man comes around. Again, this is one of those situations where a lot of reshoots, a lot of redos, remakes it, making it happen. I like Aaron Taylor, I almost said Anya Taylor-Joy, Aaron Taylor Johnson. There are too many people with these three names things. You know, it's good for them, but I was like, I'm not sold on this. I'm not sold on this. This trailer, I think, is better than the last trailer. I think they amped it up again. You put Johnny Cash in your Carter, and Johnny Cash will make me excited every time. You know, he's a freaking man. He is. But I think there's been there's been so many reshoots, so many problems moving forward with this movie. And Sony has always let me down for like years and years and years. I just don't know. Aaron Taylor Johnson, great actor. What he's doing here, I think what he's putting out there is versatile. It's very dramatic. It's very intense. It shows a killer in a person that we've never seen before in the Marvel universe. But I think that I just think I'm worried it's gonna be Madam Web again. And I'm like, it's gonna be Madam Web. I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna watch it. We're gonna laugh. Everybody says it's gonna be great. We're gonna have a really crappy end credit scene, and then we're gonna move on. It's gonna make about a solid 14 million, and lose about 20. It's gonna lose like 135 million. I'm just not sold. I'm just not fucking sold. Carter, how many push-ups and fucking workout does he have to do to get those fucking abs? For one thing, Carter, you know, he's fucking, it's a lot of work to get that fucking body there, right? But on top of that, are you excited about this at all? Is there a fan base for Kraven the Hunter? And do you think that Marvel would let this thing move forward if they're trying to like revamp this Sony universe? Does this make sense right now? Will this succeed?
I believe it'd be a really good idea to give this the benefit of the doubt, actually. I do believe that we have some very talented people working this film. I can understand for some people this trailer could be a little bit vague, but at the same time, I do believe that there's definitely a fan base for a magnificent, very intriguing character such as this, a big game hunter who has supposedly hunted Spider-Man. I mean, this is going to be very unique, perhaps, but at the same time, I can definitely understand that trailers like this seem like they are a dime a dozen these days. You know, high action, a lot of gore, blood, guts. We get it. We've all seen movies like this. However, perhaps this can be the start of something brand new for 2024 and beyond. Maybe it'll set the standard for what is to come when it comes to all the kind of movies that we are now currently seeing. Perhaps this will be something that can create a greater audience base and perhaps a lot more excitement for Hollywood for years to come.
So is this something, Carter, that you go to theaters actually and watch? Are you excited when you watch this trailers? Johnny Cash amp you up for it?
Well, Johnny Cash is legendary, iconic, and immortalized in the hearts of so many. And because he's used, it's a great idea to use Johnny Cash because no matter what he's used in, one can tell that this is going to be something that's very serious. So I think that the use of Johnny Cash for a trailer like this was a great contribution. And I believe based on that, this gives, I think, the audience more hype and more excitement because they're using such a legend for, the score of the trailer.
The man has come around, Carter. The man has come around. I get it. I get what you're saying. I could be excited about this too. I think that Aaron Taylor Johnson has grown in his ways. He's definitely has a presence here, right? He's not what they did in Ultron. In Age of Ultron, he was, Quicksilver. And again, he had that really bad accent. This seems like this might be better in his line of work. It might be better for him as a character. He's grown. He's gotten bigger. He's figured it out. He's only grown as an actor in general. Do you think, though, that Marvel will take this character and take it into the MCU?
Ooh, I mean, time will tell. Well, hopefully this movie does well, because if it doesn't and it becomes an absolute, panned by critics kind of vibe, oof.
They're going to say, fuck this shit, right?
Yeah, exactly. So frankly, I think you said it best, because I know for a lot of people, there's a lot of skepticism for a trailer such as this. It's like, oh, it's been there, done that. I mean, this character, if you've seen him once, you've seen them all. But hopefully, just maybe have you with Aaron Taylor Johnson as the lead. I mean, he'll bring life to life and really give people, hey, hate to say I told you so, but it's absolutely amazing and it's popular.
I hope so, man. I hope so for a lot of people out there that are friends and fans of Kraven, but I'm just, you're right. This is a better trailer. It's a better trailer. You're amping stuff up. There might not be enough substance, but that Rhino stuff looks a little bit iffy to me. The CG looks a little bit iffy to me. GR, what do you think about this, GR? Thirsty Daddy himself. Are you gonna go check this out? Okay, your demographic. You think they'll go out there? You think that the comic book people of the past will come check this out? That were reading comic books has been kids, or do you think that this is gonna be along the same lines as Madam Web, as Morbin Time, Morbius? Is there anything to watch here? Do you agree with Carter? There's something here. There's substance, or do you think this is the same shit, different day? New villain, new face. How do you feel about this?
It's not as bad as some of those you mentioned.
Yeah.
But this is a classic case. I remember reading, God, I'm dating myself. I remember when he came out. That picture you saw of him fighting Spider-Man looked more like the father that they depicted at the start of it. But they're taking what is an anti-hero and trying to make him a hero. It doesn't work in my book.
No.
He's a very strong character, and that's what they're trying to portray, I think. But in the comics, he was a villain.
Oh yeah, 100% a villain.
This is a true Wednesday evening discussion we should have.
Oh, with Sean, yeah.
But I'm sorry, he's not a hero. He's a dirtbag that they're trying to make into a good guy. I'm sorry, it doesn't work for me.
Yeah. So Carter might check it out. I'll actually watch this shit, Carter. I would watch this too. I'm just gonna check it. I'm just intrigued. I watched Madam Web though after it bombed so bad. Ron, I know you're a different audience for this, right? Different audience. Like they're not a big fan of the Marvel universe. You check stuff out here and there. Spider-Man's. This is attached to Spider-Man. And there's rumors that Spider-Man's gonna be in this too. I don't know if that's actually true or not. Everybody's always speculating that shit. Watching the trailer alone though, there's action, substance. You got Russell Crowe in here. Do you see this being a driving force to get people put the butts in the seats, or do you think that people are so fucking let down by Sony, what they've done, what they put out there, that there's no coming back, and this movie will bomb just as bad as what they've done before in the past?
Well, let me tell you something about the trailer. I was so bored.
Tell me how you really feel, Ron.
Yeah. Tell me how you feel.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I just, there was, I tried. I really tried. Right. Exactly.
You like him normally? Aaron Taylor Johnson, you don't normally like him or no?
I don't even know who the fuck he is.
I know. We talked about him before, which is kind of funny. You and I talked about him before when he was up for Bond. And you're like, what the fuck? Who's this guy? I remember having that conversation. Yeah. We had that conversation. And I was like, I'm like, yeah, he's up for Bond. You're like, he's playing, he's Kick-Ass. I'm like, Kick-Ass up for Bond. Right. And you're like, this guy? And I'm like, yeah, this guy. And you're like, oh, okay. And I'm sorry I hit him very hard, very start of this conversation because of his relationship, which kind of got him into the business. Right. Maybe I'm jealous of that. I should have dated a sugar mama to get me into the business. Who knows? But good for him. He made it happen. He figured it out. Yeah. He found his way. Hey, he's actually grown a lot as an actor.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, he's grown a lot. I'll give him props where props are deserved. But I'll watch this though. Still, Carter, I'll watch this. Carter's gonna watch this. Give him a chance. They wasted a good character. That's what they're saying out there in the chat. Yeah, they did. The problem is people are worried about the character where it goes. It's a good character.
I'll watch this right after the Marvels.
Oh no, GR. The Marvels bombed for a reason, GR. It bombed for a reason. Once we entered the musical world, I was like, I'm done. You know what? I still like, I love musicals too, but it was just like seeing Brie Larson do a song and dance number. Oh my God. Pissed off the whole time. It was not, I laughed a little bit.
Musical for it.
You could see the angry resting face. She was really pissed off. You could see it all over her face. Kamala Khan, she was great. There's a lot of people that are great in that movie, but it just was like a waste of time, just like Secret Invasion. But I hope that Deadpool Wolverine gives some fucking revitalization to the franchise. But this, I'm skeptical. I think this trailer is better. I will say I think it is better than they did last time. Russell Crowe, they're really leaning on him doing narration, which is fine. Strength and honor. Carter. Straight and honor, you know. But this is not. I just don't know. I just don't know. I think people are pissed off at Sony. I'm interested. We got that news about Spider-Man, about how it's going to be on Battle World coming forward. So the next Spider-Man movie will probably be all the Spider-Men together fighting a line to try to take down maybe Doctor Doom or somebody else. Boy. That's dope. That's dope. I love that shit. I mean, I don't know if dope's cool these days. Gen Z says that, but I'm going to say it's cool. But I don't know where this goes. That's all I'm saying. And you're the bomb. Yeah. You're the shit, Carter.
Without question. I appreciate you, man.
But this, I'm not sold on. We'll see.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the pep star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.